2 decades since the first Fast and Furious movie. Did you ever imagine back in 2001 that you'd still be playing Mia 20 years later? And how does that feel?
No, by the way, I had no clue that it had been 20 years until they said it just so happened that we delayed the release for a year due to, circumstances, and that now we're celebrating the 20th anniversary. So that feels a little bit like kismet, but it's astounding to me that it's been 20 years because it feels like, in many ways, it feels like it was yesterday. And then in many ways, it feels like we've built our family and we've built this franchise, and it has been a very long journey.
We know Fast 9 will connect with the first film. How does the movie honors the memory of Paul Walker, and how does your character carry on Brian's legacy?
So my character comes in primarily because of Jacob, and so I leave Brian and I leave the kids. But what's awesome about this movie and what Justin does so strategically and masterfully is that he does leave these little I call them Easter eggs of little hints of like, for true fans, they'll understand what the hints are and they'll be able to call back like, oh my God, that's referring to 4 and that's referring to the original one. And this one's really gratifying in that way. And as it refers to Brian's character, I think every single one that doesn't have him there physically is going to honor him in some way because he will always be a part of the Fast and franchise family and universe, undoubtedly.
Finally, can you give us any update on that female-led Fast spin-off? Is it in production? Are you in it? What can you tell me? Probably nothing. But
you're right. Probably nothing. I think they have a lot of ideas. I think they're sort of mulling over what could work. I think it would be awesome. I think Natalie, Michelle, and I love working together. We have a lot of fun. I think the girl power in Fast and Furious is something that a lot of our audience is drawn to. So I think it would be fantastic. But I also think that it's up to our audience, as is the case with every installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. So if they want it, they should speak up. That's what I would say.
Of course. My last question: we've been waiting so long for this movie, for Fast 9. So why would you say to the fans that the movie will be worth the wait?
Oh my gosh, I saw it less than 2 weeks ago, and I was like, my jaw was dropping the entire time, and it was so nice to see it in a theater. With where I could feel the seats vibrate with the cars moving and the crashes and everything that was going on. It is so worth the wait, and you have to see it in a theater where it's just this experience where you're in a group and you're sharing it. So hopefully it's the kind of experience where everyone can breathe a huge sigh of relief and experience it collectively, which is the way these movies are supposed to be.